Welcome back to the Desk Talk Podcast. This is the fast-paced Friday episode. Your hosts, Trent Werner and alex.smagala. Let's do it! Well, welcome back to the Desk Talk Podcast. Today we are talking, specifically the fast-paced Friday episode. Today we are talking about the new loan limit increases that just happened November 23rd, 24th? Yeah, 24th. What's today? The 24th. So they happened the 24th. And we're going to kind of talk about what that means, what it means for borrowers, what it means for sellers, just kind of in the whole process of real estate. So, yeah, the loan limits increased from $510,400 to $548,250.
What's a loan limit?
So a conventional loan limit is how much you can go and get in a loan. So you can go out and get a loan for $548,250 and not break over the conventional loan limit, which means if you break over it, you'd be in jumbo, which is a completely different rate classification and a whole different loan product. So to stay in the conventional, or in quotes, the best program out there.
Conforming?
Conventional, conforming are the same term, used interchangeably.
Okay.
So conventional, conforming loan limits, those allow you to now go out and finance more of a home and stay within it and get the best rate because that's the best program out there. Those are the ones that are backed by the two largest government, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Okay, now what's the difference in between a conventional or conforming and a jumbo for interest rates, terms, conditions? How do those differ?
Yeah, so good question. Right now, the big difference between a jumbo loan and a conforming loan, if you were going out and buying a house, is once you creep into that jumbo range, you now have to have a 20% down payment, which is pretty large to some people when you're talking a conventional or conforming loan. As a non-first-time home buyer, it's 5%. So it's like a large difference that it makes you come up with once you creep into that. And like literally $1 over, a penny over, like it's out of the loan limit. Now you're into a different pricing model.
So what if someone had a $2 million house, but they put 1.5 down? Could they still get a conventional loan on it, or?
Yeah, because they're only financing $500,000.
Okay.
So that's staying. They could finance up to $548,250, I believe. Mm-hmm. I should just double check because I don't want to be wrong.
You've said that exact number 3 times, so it'd be really upsetting if you were incorrect.
It would be.
Ugh. I
reshared it though today. Yep, $548,250.
All right. So he was in fact correct. So you can use that number.
Yeah, but it's like that's kind of general speaking. I mean, you're going to need to figure it out if you're listening outside of like the Portland area. It's different in certain counties. Like going to California, there's like an $868,000 loan limit for conventional in county. So it's not just like that's just the Portland area that we're talking.
Okay.
Is a $548,250. It's a large part of the United States is $548,250. Okay. But there's specific areas where obviously it's higher cost of living, so they address that and they know, okay, the limit can be a little bit higher for financing and staying in conforming. So yeah, like certain areas in California, I'm sure New York is a little bit higher, Miami, Portland isn't considered up there for that high cost yet.
Seattle's probably one of them. So what's this? Why is that such big news and breaking news, I guess? All that tells me from someone that isn't in the lending world every day is home values in the Portland metro area have increased. The cost of real estate has increased, so they have to bump that loan or the conventional loan limit to keep up with that.
Yes, correct. But for the buyer side, that just allows you, if you can qualify for it, to afford more and stay within that limit and still go after houses that were technically out of grasp because you didn't have the down payment. Now, if you have that 5% down payment, you can stay in those conforming limits. You can get that house, and it could be your dream home that you're going to sit in that mortgage for forever and season it. So it's just, it allows more options, more flexibility. Yes, you're correct. It means prices are going up and affordability, people need to qualify for more. So that's why the limits have now gone up again. But that's the second consecutive year they've increased it by quite a substantial amount.
And I may have missed it. Did you say that there are interest rate differences between jumbo and conventional?
Yeah, major differences. And the biggest is that whole 20% down. So you have to get to 20% down.
Yeah,
and
but what's
on top
the
of it,
rate difference?
Don't quote me on rates because rates change daily. But for like a normal conventional loan, you're going to look under 3% right now. For a jumbo loan, it'll probably be above 3.5.
Okay, so about a point. Almost
There's
a point.
specific programs where if you put more down, you're going to play with the rate system. It just goes into a lot of planning, mortgage planning. I mean, obviously, qualifying rate is around 3.5, but I'm sure people can get lower than that.
Right. Okay. So the conventional loan
Conforming.
limit.
Yep.
The conforming loan limit increased today, November 24th, 2020, for the Portland metro area. Big news.
Yep. That's pretty much the gist of that episode.
That's all we got. I mean, just know that. And if you are in that range where you could be going over the limit and you want to stay under the limit, talk to your lender. They should know. And if they don't, find a new lender. And
I mean, like, we can start using those numbers today. Now that they're announced, we can start using them today. So I guess that's also kind of big news to throw on there, as well as the fact that just today, now qualification-wise, people that were jumbo over 510, 400 are now considered conforming. So it's big for, like, people refinancing, a lot of, like, being able to go out and pull equity out to a certain point. Now that, you can drive it up a little bit higher for people who have homes above that limit. So there's just tons of ways to utilize it. You just need to talk to a mortgage person about it and understand that it could affect you in a positive or a negative way. Just you need to see based on where your current mortgage is at, or if you don't have one, what mortgage you're going after.
Boom. That's your Fast Paced Friday episode. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Adios.
Peace.
And that was the end of today's Fast Paced Friday episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Desk Talk Podcast. All of our socials will be in the description below. Have a great weekend. Adios.